The man was unable to tell police many details about the shooting, including why it happened. In another shooting that happened early Monday, the victim was not so lucky. He was found dead in the parking lot of the Chapel Ridge Apartments on Raymond Road. Police have not made any arrests and as of yet may not have any suspects in mind. The man's name was not made public. If you have the single serving sizes of Flavor Fresh peanut butter, House Recipe creamy peanut butter, and Katie's Kitchen smooth peanut butter in the cabinet, those have been recalled because of some small blue pieces of plastic that may have gotten in the peanut butter. Those were sold in Mississippi and 40 other states. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WIAB. I'm Chris Davis.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Chip away, chip away.
And good Tuesday morning, Fat Tuesday morning, and the day in which we honor all people that are fat. Is that what that is? Is that what that's all about?
Is that what that is?
It must be. It must be. I've had it for 100 years now. Fat Tuesday. Everybody in New Orleans checking it out and handing out and drinking till what time?
But do they stop?
No, they don't drink. Non-jack.
I was watching a clip this morning of Harry Connick Jr. or something.
Yeah.
That was pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He hung out with him a little bit.
You did?
Played a friend of mine's wedding. His dad did.
Uh-huh.
And he used to go down and check him out and hang out with him down at the, what is that? I can't remember the name of that place. And I know it just as well as I do up in the Garden District. But anyway,
yeah.
Good morning. Welcome to the program. It is a Fat Tuesday. That means tomorrow is Ash Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah.
And you'll have all the people and all the kids and all the people that don't know going, why all these people are walking around with ashes on their head? Why don't they clean them off? Sort of like what we had somebody walking around yesterday with blue magic marker on the side of their face.
It was green.
Oh, where was that?
At Cisco.
Oh, it was at Cisco.
Aaron said he had been decorating some cookies or something.
Yeah, that's what they call it, huh? Is that what they call that now? Mm-hmm. Decorating cookies?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Cisco to have them put some of the propaganda of their foods on us yesterday. There were some items that were pretty good.
Very tasty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's why I'm still sleepy. Ate too much.
You did.
Ate too much.
You devoured, and you got to have good reminiscence about New Orleans because there's a gentleman there from New Orleans.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you ate and talked and ate and talked.
Mm-hmm. And we were talking. We got to talking about different concert stuff. One day we're just gonna have to do a show that is nothing but war stories from the road bands on the road. Or the bands on the run.
The time that will never be. I don't think that we'll ever get back to that again.
Yeah, because we'll get to where we can talk about that because politics is boring.
I'm talking about the fun that we had in the 80s with all the bands and all the bars and going out and staying out all night and not getting killed or murdered or whatever, you know.
It's
but
like I tell everybody.
Those times are long gone.
It's like I tell everybody. I'm 64.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If I stop today, there are a lot of people that ran with me that are already just slow. I'm talking about that are in their 50s.
Are they shuffling their feet already?
50s and 40s. They go, man, I can't keep up. What are you talking about? Y'all used to pressure me. It's like even Clay, for instance. Clay used to drag me to Memphis to go to see we would go up there for XFL football games and we'd go to different concerts and this, that, and the other. And, he got all slow
Did he?
Ship's still going. Ship's still going. Takes a licking and keeps on ticking. But anyway, and of course, when I said I would never, ever get involved in a business that is huge again. I'm going to scale down, have a little pizza place, a little shop, sit there, tell war stories.
Yeah. What
and
happened?
that's actually my goal for my retirement plan. Move to Oxford and get a place that's as big as this studio, and just sit there and put all my autographs and memorabilia on the wall, and all the pictures I got with people, and all my guitars and stuff on the wall, and just sit there and tell war stories.
Yeah.
And go get a college degree in I want to get one in law and become a lawyer.
Yeah, that's never too late.
It's never too late.
Never too late to get an education.
And then the longer I stay around, I'm already smart enough to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
And I bought a diploma.
You did.
It's on the wall there
I saw
at Acme Pizza. It's a diploma from Ole Miss.
Yeah. This doesn't have your name on it.
No, it doesn't have my name on it, but it was a movie prop. But that's that. But anyway, y'all, welcome to the program today. Everybody watching on Facebook, on YouTube, on Rumble, on X.
Yeah.
Good for being here.
Yeah, I see Will Brown's on there. He's been missing in action for a while.
Everybody's on there today. Ricky Gray, Lloyd Travis. And it may be, Facebook was being rude for a while there.
Yeah.
And, getting it all going, getting it all up again, get it going. Watch for the new go to acmepizza.net. I don't know what the Beethoven's, I think it's Beethoven's boardwalk.com. But anyway, all of that's going to be up and running real soon. And then, of course, the big stage will be coming to the boardwalk real soon. And it will be the Scoobies Live on the Water. You saw the little logo thing I did. ChatGPT helped me with the other day.
Yeah, because you're not smart enough to do it by yourself.
No, I did that.
You got to have a little help from your friend. It's ChatGPT, your newest friend.
If you look at it online, it's called CGPT.
CGPT.
Yeah, that's what it's Chips.
You got a special friend, Super Chip.
Super Chip. Super Chip. There you go. No, you saw where somebody
How many
was talking to me about
nicknames
that.
do you have? You're sort of like my son Wyatt. He has 1,000 nicknames.
It's like Dr. Johnny Fever from WKRP. He had a mug that had all the different radio names he had ever had on the thing. And back in the day when I was starting out, I said, okay, I'm going to be Super Chip.
You have such high regards of yourself.
And so then I went for that, and I was 15, 14.
Yeah. Oh, way back then, huh?
Yeah. And I looked good in the Superman outfit.
Oh, help us.
I just put the S on my chest. Red underwear. I was ready to go. And I could fly.
No wonder all your friends have all the patience in the world for you.
They said, he's just special. He's special. Just pat his head. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. But anyway. Things going on in the world. Let's look down here on the piece of sheet there. The police chief, city council people in Jackson, we're going to meet with the person that they're going to vote on to be the police chief. And there's a couple of them that aren't going to have a chance to meet with her before the vote. And they're like,
why?
Well, I don't know. That's a good question. They don't understand the importance of knowing what you're going to vote on. It's like I saw where the Canton City Council, at least, and they have a meeting today, but at least they reached out to ask people who wanted to be on the Canton School Board.
Yeah, they did.
For an appointment.
Yeah.
But it was like.
What's going on there?
But the appointment is today. So the question is, how do you get on? I mean, in 2 or 3 days, you just decide. Well, I mean, it took them a month or 2 or 3 or 4 or actually a year or 4 months or whatever to decide to put a guy that cut hair for a living on the CMU board ahead of a nuclear engineer. So at least now they're trying to get out to get some more names on the board, this, that, and the other. We'll see what happens. Oh, yeah, there you go. Good morning, John Madden. And look at that. Look at that. Super chip. I like that.
Oh, your dream finally come true, and it took me to make it happen for you.
Now, did you see the conversation I was having with John Putnam on there where he was talking about that?
Mm-hmm.
So you stalked my page? That's how you wound up on this show, stalking my page.
Yeah.
The ex-step mother-in-law. Somebody says, "Is that real?" Yes, that's real, y'all. That is real. Ex-step mother-in-law.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's very true.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, I don't think that you should be voting on the police chief until you know more about her. And then, of course, they've made a recommendation that she must live in Jackson.
Made a recommendation.
And every time the news story comes out, she's coming here and she has family in the area that live in Madison.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, that's a hell of a qualification to put them in charge. No, don't promote the white guy from within they already had. Let's bring in a lady who may have all the credentials in the world, but she's got long hair, and he's going, I'm gonna get me somebody like Trump's got that's got pretty long hair and is a female and put her in charge. So maybe she'll come in and be as strong as a Nome, Christy Nome, or all them people that Trump has put in.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's pray for the best, because Jackson deserves better than what they've been given.
Well, unfortunately they voted and got another one in office that they don't need. I'm sorry. A lot of people support the mayor. I just can't. I'm sorry. He's technically been the mayor. He's been part of the system for 25 years as the state senator.
Mm-hmm.
And he's done absolutely nothing while all this has gone by.
Yeah. It's sad to know that all these people have been in office, and how many generations of people that
have they screwed over?
Have not had the opportunity to represent themselves.
I mean, even in high school, if you can think about it, in high school, you're not allowed to be the senior forever. You're a junior for a year, if you're lucky. You're a senior, you're a freshman, you move up. Do y'all see how the system works? You move up and you move on.
Mm-hmm.
So the star athletes come through and they go out, right?
That's right. And they go to state.
I don't no, they don't go to state. Not the star athletes. But anyway, that's going on. Then you got the Jackson Water ordeal where they're making a board and not including us. Well, you got 6 spots on the board of a board. And I think there's 5 more spots that are appointed by other place people. But the other thing is, you got 6 spots on a board that you already, and you want to run something you already can't run. What the hell?
They don't want to pay for water is what it boils down to.
Yeah. Well,
but then they're going to cry when they don't have water again.
Well, let's also look at that. God put water here for us.
Mm-hmm.
We're made up of 80 or 90% water. If we were to dehydrate you, we'd be able to put you in a 6-ounce cup, right?
Right.
Okay. So you got to have the water.
Mm-hmm.
And then the government wants whatever we got. Whatever we got to have, we got to get the taxes on it, and we got to get it paid for.
Yeah, so it'll be clean.
Nah, we'll be back and talk about that in just a moment, right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie on WYAB. We'll be back and talk about that in just a moment, right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Dawn McKenzie on
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
Pack up the kiddos, hop in the car. It's a sweet little getaway, it's not too far.
For candy, chocolate, sweets, and treats. Smiles from the door to the back row seats.
Hey! Mississippi Candy Company. Bring your kids and the memories.
Grandma, Grandpa, come and see. It's an excellent trip for the whole family. Down D's Drive in Gluckstadt.
Mississippi Mississippi Candy Company. That's where it's at.
Hey, kids, ask your parents and grandparents to go right now.
From a cabin on a creek to a field where the big bucks sneak. Oh, yeah! Tom Smith Land and Homes. Find your place where your roots can grow. From hunting ground to your front door key, call the landman of Mississippi. Tom Smith Land and Homes. Yeah, the landman's who you need. Brought to you by Tom and Ellen Smith. Tom Smith Land and Homes. That's it.
Yazoo Valley Electric Power Association wants you to stay away from downed power lines. Downed power lines carry the risk of deadly electric shock, even if the broken wire is not sparking. If a wire is crossing a road or driveway, avoid the area and keep others away. If you see a downed power line, back away and call your utility company or 911. When you call, be prepared to provide the specific address or location of the downed power line so a repair crew can get there as quickly as possible. This safety message brought to you by Yazoo Valley Electric Power Association.
If you want the best health care, where do you go? The Mayo Clinic. If you want the best care for your vehicle, where do you go? Mayo Auto Clinic in Raymond. Mayo Auto Clinic does foreign and domestic vehicles and diesel repair. Mayo Auto Clinic has ASE certified techs with over 25 years of experience. You can extend the life of your car or truck when you take it to Mayo Auto Clinic. For cost-effective repairs and maintenance, go to the best, Mayo Auto Clinic. Open weekdays at 7 a.m. Highway 18 in Raymond.
Hi, this is Lee Atkins of Home Care Plus in Ridgeland. We are a proud carrier of Abena Premium Incontinence products. Abena has the most absorbency available, making changes and leaks less likely. After 7 years as a seller, I can tell you these products are amazing and worth every penny to quality of life for patient and caregiver. And we ship all incontinence products as well. So please come see us at Home Care Plus in Ridgeland for all the incontinence needs of you or your family member. That's Home Care Plus in Ridgeland.
Still waiting by the phone? Yes. They won't call. They're a big corporation. They don't care about you. I know. Go with Advantage Business Systems. They offer the same office machines as the big guys. The difference is their great attentive service. They're local and always there for you.
I love you, Advantage Business Systems.
Make Advantage Business Systems your office supply steady. Visit absms.com. That's absms.com.
Health has always been reactive, focused on fixing problems as they happen. But with Blue Primary Care, we're taking a proactive approach, working with you to help you understand your health and empowering you to be healthy. It's time to prioritize you, your health, and your life. The results? Less worrying and more living. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
And good morning, everybody. It is a Tuesday morning here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB with Dawn McKenzie.
Super Dawn.
And then she's asking me, she's looking at my glasses, y'all, and says, you don't have your little thing on your glasses.
Well, you got the nose guard all twisted around to where it lays on top of your nose.
Well, the deal is,
you look like a little old lady that has her spectacles all the way down on the tip of her nose.
I had to take the OptiGrab off.
The OptiGrab?
OptiGrab. See there, that shows you how old you are.
I'm young. And I'm proud of it.
Yeah, but I mean,
what is that thing?
You're ignorant.
No, yeah, maybe sometimes.
The OptiGrab.
I'm just stupid along with you.
Maybe I should make you Google the OptiGrab. There'll be people online that know what the OptiGrab
okay,
is.
people, tell me what OptiGrab is.
Well,
that has to be the little nose pieces that you got all twisted around.
No, the OptiGrab was made to where you could pick it off your face.
Nose.
You grab it and you take the glasses off and then you can put them on.
Oh, that's before they had the little slide.
That was a handle.
Side
it was a handle, the OptiGrab.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen the movie The Jerk?
You know, I don't watch television.
It's not a television show.
I've never gone to the movies.
Have you ever heard of Steve Martin?
I don't waste my money on that.
Have you ever heard of Steve Martin?
Yes.
Okay, Steve Martin did a movie called The Jerk. Okay. And like one of the big things is the new phone book's here. My name's in the phone book. He found his name phone book. Oh, I'm somebody. And then he became a multi-millionaire
Uh-huh.
off of the OptiGrab, a thing to grab to take your glasses off without smudging them up and tearing your glasses up.
I see.
Then he got sued for the OptiGrab because it made everybody go cross-eyed.
Oh,
The movie was
the
all
movie was great.
The movie was a precursor to the actual politics of the world.
Yeah.
You know, if you invent something, somebody's going to sue you for it and say, you can't do that. But anyway, that's that. But anyway, that's from the movie The Jerk, the OptiGrab.
I've got a list of movies. I have to go catch up and watch.
I mean, and you don't have to pay for these movies. Most of these movies are in public domain now.
Yeah.
And they're in the Smithsonian Institute. And you can just go and get one on Super 8 and check it out. Okay. So Ricky Gray says, I'm hearing the new AI plant coming to Canton can cause a great strain on power grid and water supply as they require vast amounts of both. Hopefully we won't start having rolling blackouts from the power needed. Hope energy can keep up with this. Well, Ricky Gray, let me explain this to you real quick. You know why your energy bill's a little bit taller? Because you're the one paying for it. You're the one making energy expand because the Public Service Commission allowed them to ease rates up so that they can expand to do what they need to do because technically they're only supposed to make so much money. But
Makita doesn't say that.
Oh, Makita.
Makita says that because of the environmental stuff that we can't use coal anymore, that we can only power our stuff by propane or natural gas. That's the reason that the utilities have gone up. Yeah.
So that's what Makita's thinking.
And then to answer your question on the water.
Okay, this is gonna be good, y'all. Good morning, Roger Matthews.
The water deal is yes, they are using water, CMU water at this point in time, but they hope in the near future to have the sewer that's going to Beatty's Bluff grinded down to make gray water and shipped it back to the AIs as coolants, and then it will keep circulating through the same water thing.
So what the problem is where I've been saying all along they needed to build recirculators.
And then I asked the question, well, how long will it take to get that pipe back to the AI from Beatty's Bluff? And he says, well, it's taking longer to get what do you call it, easements than it will take to do the piping,
because easements mean money.
Yeah.
And so how many people along, let's say in
but the question was, how long was it going to take? And that answer never came.
And then my next question is, how many people with Makita, because Makita usually acquires the land and the property between point A and point B.
Right.
Before anything happens. Now, of course, Makita is a public-private entity, which basically the public part is us.
Yeah.
Okay, that's us. It's our money.
But my question is you've already got it piped down there, so why can't you use the trench right next to it to pipe it back?
Well, because if we can buy some more land and or somebody buy my land, because I would own some of that land and I'm a member of the Makita board.
Yeah.
Then I make more money. I can hold out.
I had lots of questions and they didn't want me asking too many more questions.
You know, well, that's because we know people are getting rich off the private, and they make it a public-private entity where a private business can go do a lot of things that a public business cannot go do. And the first thing a public business cannot do is put it out for bid.
Right.
Okay. But they're saying that we're here to make things better for everybody. Y'all don't understand. That's what's wrong with the state government. The state government doesn't want us to have a ballot initiative because they know better. We have to control this because we can make things better for you. So we've been asking questions about the public-private entities. It's just like the public-private entity that brought the baseball team to Pearl. Okay. They built that mall over there, and they built that stadium, and the Braves came, and as soon as their little contract was up and their tax incentives were through,
their 20-year stint,
they're gone. And that's from the public-private entity. And in the end, they're left with a baseball stadium and no team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it doesn't.
My next question to them would have been, if it's a public-private entity and we buy land, who is the real estate broker that represents we?
Because private people can hire private people and not tell you who we are.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of like buying the land. That's sort of like saying, we need to get some roads built, this, that, and the other. Then one of the construction companies inside the public-private entity, the private person can do things to develop the land to get it ready to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Without putting it out for bid.
Right.
And that was their way to, I guess, to get around minority contracts, which minority contracts should be illegal anyway, because civil rights, you know, if you were going to say that civil rights are illegal, equal rights, then everything should be equal. You put out the bid, you get the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah. If somebody would go by the rules in the book, and somebody had the balls enough to not worry about their position and power, which of course, if they had
if somebody had some courage,
but if they had what is it, term limits,
mm-hmm.
then they wouldn't have to worry about staying in office forever.
Right.
You know, they could get this stuff done. Oh, well, we're going to be doing everything in the world that you can't imagine out here on this property. And you're fixing to pay for it. You own it. And they're taking your money. And then the people that are making money off of it are being allowed to make more money off of it to where they can expand to keep you expanding your wallet toward them. Okay, we'll take a break. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show here on the WYAB. Okay, we'll take a break. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show here on the WYAB.
1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Surf and Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind with friends and family? El Patrio Mexican Restaurant is calling your name. With locations in Flowood and Cross Gates, Brandon, El Patrio is the cozy, family-owned gym where great food meets great times. Enjoy El Patrio's signature margaritas and happy hour specials that keep their customers coming back for more. Indulge in their authentic Mexican dishes prepared with love and served in a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. Come to El Patrio and taste the traditions. El Patrio, where family, flavor, and fun come together.
I'm speaking with Lee Bounds of Rapid Rate Mortgage. How does real estate agent Rita Jensen succeed when time is of the essence?
In today's market, it is so important to communicate and close on time. Typically have 30 days to close, get a home inspection, appraisal, title work, that kind of thing is a mortgage process. And a realtor relationship is so important. With a realtor like Rita Jensen with Remax Connection, she helps us to close on time.
RitaJensen.net.
CBS News Special Report. A civil rights icon is gone.
We must never surrender. America will get better and better.
His family says the Reverend Jesse Jackson died this morning at the age of 84. CBS's Michael George looks back.
By the time he graduated from college, he was involved in the civil rights movement. In 1965, he joined Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s inner circle, taking on a leadership role. He was with Dr. King in Memphis when he was assassinated a few years later.
Jackson led the movement for decades and ran for president twice. The National Urban League's Mark Morial tells CBS Mornings.
He was one of the first to really advance this vision of a multiracial American democracy and make it central to his campaign.
His family says Jackson's Rainbow Push Coalition will announce details on a public memorial to be held in Chicago. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Since 2012, Brentech Solutions has been keeping Central Mississippi businesses connected and protected. From secure data backup and cloud services with Synology to reliable network design and maintenance, servers, and business Wi-Fi, Brentech truly does it all. Brentech is your Ring Pro partner and smart home automation solutions provider. Brentech can handle Microsoft 365 support and even Starlink. Visit brentech.ms. That's brentech.ms. IT solutions that work.
Even with interest rates higher than recent norms, real estate values are still holding strong in Mississippi. We caught up again with one of Mississippi's top real estate agents, Shane Saxon, to explain his recent activity in the market.
In the last year or so, it's been the best of my career. Interest rates have been high, but the real estate market is here to stay. Land values especially are continuing to rise. Home values are holding. If you need help with anything in real estate, just give me a call.
Find Shane Saxon on Facebook or give him a call at 601-540-5040. Offer property 601-74-1435.
Pure Air Consultants offers services on your heating and cooling system. It's time to get your heating system serviced. We offer replacement, service, maintenance agreements. It's important because if you have a gas heating system, it can produce carbon monoxide. So you want to make sure you have your system serviced and cleaned to protect your family. You want to make sure your system is safe to run. You can find us on our website at mypureairconsultants.com, mypureairconsultants.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show. I, of course, am Chip Matthews. She is Dawn McKenzie, and this program is brought to you by
the Pierce Professional Agency. Look up Presley Pierce for your long-term health care needs at madisonplans.com.
There you go.
He's an awesome man.
Yes, he is. Great guy. Great guy. Great guy. Okay, Joanne, what is it Jolene's got on here? We are using coal again, thanks to our president.
That's right.
That is true. That is true.
That's when that comment was made to me. I just kind of chuckled under my breath.
Well, we've got to double the. Look at it this way. It isn't that America hadn't had the power to move the world for years. I mean, the earth would not spin without America, in case you did not know that.
Yeah.
It would just stop, and then then all of a sudden global warming would hit one side of the earth and the earth would explode. That's why that's why America makes sure the earth keeps going around in circles. You did know that, right?
I knew that.
And every time it has a little problem, we go and blow up another country just to where it can fix, where to get it going again.
Yeah.
Do you have long-term care for yourself, Billy Hudson? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Well, yes, I do.
Good morning, Joanna Patrick Bickerstaff. Jonna, is it Jonna?
Joanna.
Jonna. Johnnna.
That's Jonna. Yeah.
Jonna. That's a pretty name. And my mother's watching. Can't you say good morning to your ex-step grandmother-in-law?
Good morning, my ex-step grandmother-in-law, Helen. Okay, there you go. But anyway, as we look at what's going on, y'all, and I mean, we start out with the program today that we had mentioned some things we need to talk about because we have some election integrity stuff going on at our restaurant this week, and they were in their training yesterday, and I saw a lot of people doing poll worker training at the building, and that's great. And you have to call the Republican Party to get on that list to be trained, and then we're going to put more Republicans in the polls, to watch the elections.
Yeah. So this Thursday night at Beethoven's Boardwalk upstairs, we have we're hosting the event that's titled Fight, Fight, Fight.
Right.
And it's about help to save our country. And Mr. David Clemens, who has served the Republic well and is coming to Mississippi to share insights on civic leadership. Civic leadership. If you attend, you'll learn how elections work, but you'll also get real advice you can use to help improve election security and ensure that America is a country governed by the people, for the people, and of the people.
Well, that's America. It's not Mississippi.
Well, Mississippi.
We need to do Mississippi that way.
Yes.
That's the problem is Mississippi doesn't let us help run the government. No, we're not going to have the people help us. No, we got this under control.
We're all dumb. And,
we're not going to give them the, well, I mean, not all of us are ignorant.
Yeah.
Some of us are just dumb.
You're stupid.
You're dumb and ignorant.
Well, you trump it all, Super Chip.
I am Trump. There you go. There you go. Me and Trump. But anyway, the situation, the real situation is we the people don't have a voice in what's going on in our government. Now they're going to say, oh, you can go to the polls and vote, blah, blah, blah. But that's what we're teaching you in this election integrity things is how the vote has been stolen from us every time it's occurred, and what you got to watch for. And when you go to these the election commission meetings that the executive branch of the Republican Party are throwing, they're teaching you because we need poll watchers in there to watch the Democrats, because there's no reason to trust anybody. And so that's what you're in there for. But now, think about this for just a second. I thought about this on the way when they said that the Jesse Jackson had died. Okay. I got to think about it. I said, okay. And this is something I've thought about for years. You got Jesse Jackson dying. So other groups that they're creating are there. Jesse Jackson did, although I think he was Rainbow Coalition, was trying everything. But basically, it's a right-wing group to separate us from everybody else, black and white. Same for the NAACP, same for Al Sharpton's groups and all of that. Somebody is going to move in that position to,
to make the divide greater.
No. This is about money.
Oh, okay.
You got to divide us because you get your piece of the pie. We got to divide you and shut you up. And so in Mississippi, they just said, we'll take the ballot initiative away from them. That'll shut them up. Because that way we can control the money.
More corrupt government.
Right. And then you break it down further than that. You got people that say we don't need the ballot initiative, and so there are people that they've talked into that and go, people don't know what they want. We know better than what the people want. So the government has separated itself from the people. The people don't have control of the government,
right?
Because they don't have control of the elections.
True.
See, it all connects. And then if we had term limits, what would you have? You would have people that are in control, not in control in the future. And they wouldn't have time to set up their whole thing for having a lobbying firm by the time they've gone through the process of 8 to 10 to 12 years of state government. You do it on the local level, just like the Three Amigos up there in Canton. They got that locked down. They've been in office for 30 years apiece, and one of them damn near 40. I mean, this is what the problem is. The problem is where Trump says we need term limits. Now you don't hear those school choice people jumping on the bandwagon saying, because Trump said the word school choice, you don't hear them saying, when Trump said term limits, let's take care of those term limits. What about that, Jason White? What about that, you HB2 people? Trump said term limits.
Yeah.
Trump said term limits. He said school choice. He said school choice first. We got to do school choice. And I see where Lindsay just chimes in and goes, la, 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 la. Don't believe the hype, people. There's no school choice. There is no school choice. There is nothing for the people to have. The people, we have no power. Pick up the phone and call these people and harass them, and maybe you can break 1 or 2 senators off of it, or 2 or 3 of the House, and get them to understand what's going on in the world. But they want to put us all in the bandwagon of the Republicans, and then they attacked us as Republicans if we were against school choice. They said, "Well, you're for Southern Poverty Law Center, blah blah blah. You're for Jesse Jackson. You're for the NAACP. You're with the ACLU." No. Y'all, school choice was never school choice. And I was looking at a thing online where a guy was talking about what they were really going for. And there's different versions of the school choice. But the thing is, it's control of the money. And they will never be able to say, we need to take the new money coming in. If we're going to have all this new money coming in, so we need to take the money and redistribute the plan at the top on how to spend the money. Because you might need, if you're going to double the amount of money coming in, you may not need all that money to educate a child. Okay. You may not need it all. And you could put some of that over here for PERS or to build a pothole.
There's so many things that can be fixed and repaired.
That's the problem. I think we have a committee in Mississippi that builds potholes and are well funded, and the people that fix potholes are not well funded. That's how the whole state is made. You got those that build the destruction of the state and those that fix the destruction of the state. Think about all the pennies for the potholes in Jackson. They could have filled all the potholes in Jackson with all the pennies that they picked up.
Well, that goes
and I haven't seen a single pothole with pennies in it.
The Hinds County supervisors, they have voted themselves a trip to Hawaii for a Black community leadership seminar.
Well, that's because the Black community is just not that strong in Hawaii.
Oh, all the while, the citizens of Hinds County take up donations to give to people to cut the grass and pick the trash up and get the trees out of the ditches.
Yeah, and people donate their money because, taking the tax dollar is not good enough for them. They got you. You have to find volunteers and people because we have hired all our family members and they don't want to do it. It's like we can't get little Johnny out of bed at 6, and then when he turns 18 and we put him to work for the city, he still won't get out of bed and go to work. He's still got to go smoke the dope and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And that's a problem in every city.
Mm-hmm. But it seems like the Hinds supervisors are kind of like Madison. They're 3 too.
And look at this. When you think about Amazon, you were at the Amazon plant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Distribution
the
center.
distribution center.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're
they might grow plants there.
Well, I mean, you're right there and you're going, they grow pot right there on the other side of the fence. If birds are able to fly through the seeds and spread the seeds, then okay, we can get some wildwood. That's the wildwood flower. You remember that song?
Mm-hmm.
Here's a story about the wildwood flower. Yeah. I will anyway.
So where were you going with that?
Where I was going with that was before you disturbed me is when you go to Amazon, everybody always complains they're going to automate the whole place. Well, that's because everybody's smoking pot.
Yeah.
The people are not learning what they need to do. The tax dollars are being spent.
So does smoking marijuana, does that make you faster with your movements, or does it slow you down?
Okay. Speed makes you faster. Pot makes you slower.
Okay. Because they also have these games in front of them that they compete with anybody in the world that works for Amazon on their speed, so, or they can play with their neighbor that's next door to them. Anywhere that somebody works for Amazon, you can compete with a speed games. So I was just curious, do they have these games to make them fast because they know they're slow from being inhibited?
Maybe they know they had the speed games to where they can test your THC level to decide what part of the warehouse you should be working in today. There may be some needs that you need to be more attentive to what you're doing.
Yeah.
So if you have a lower pot in your intake, and then you can go work in that department today.
Okay.
And then if they don't have anybody to work it that day, they just got the computer on and let the computer run it. That's possibly, allegedly.
Maybe.
Don't want to get in any trouble.
That's right.
I don't want to perceive anything. It's just like the question still is out there that I have not had answered yet. And I'm going to find some law enforcement, and I'm sure they just walk the other way now when I come to ask this question. Is at what point is there, there was an officer that I saw recently in a local area who was off duty. He says, I can smoke pot when I'm off duty. I said, okay. So, and I don't know I don't know if you're allowed to say, well, can I see your card?
Yeah.
Citizens arrest.
Hey, on this.
But then how long after that? If you drink a beer and your motors and they can test you on that, they can't test you on the pot.
Yeah.
So, when they pull you, when you go to work somewhere, they pull a hair test and they say, oh, you failed the hair test. you can't work here because you have drugs in your system.
Mm-hmm.
So what is our state government view on that? And how long before the lawyers just start saying, let's drug test them? You're guilty. That guy used a handgun and he shot somebody and he had pot in his system. He's guilty. Look at the parents. The parents, you raised your kid. That guy on trial right now for his kid for the mass shooting because he gave his kid a gun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're responsible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's right. I don't think you can be responsible for the actions of your kids up to a point, but the man does not deserve to sit in jail for the rest of his life
for the actions of his sick-minded child that the government probably, brainwashed.
Because you have less, like back when you had control of how you handled your kids,
mm-hmm.
when you pulled the belt out, explained to people,
yeah,
you know. Everything was good in your house up until 18. We didn't have mass shootings back when I was growing up.
Nope. We rode around at school with guns in our windshields. Our back windows.
The gun rack was full in the parking lot at the school, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't have that problem. You had discipline. That's what we need. We need discipline in all aspects. Need to go down there. I guess I need to take a belt down there to those legislators down there and say, let me show y'all how this is done, and give them a spanking. And they got just like my mom. I said, Mama, that's the buckle in hitting me. Well, that's because you're going too fast when you're moving, but we're getting it done. Oh, okay. So that's why I'm all messed up in the head. Because
you didn't get enough.
When
you was your mother's favorite, and you know it.
I know, but back then you were smart enough to go out to get a switch off the tree. You knew, you think you're smart, and when you're a kid, and you go, I'm gonna get that little one. But that little one will tear your legs up and bring your blood. You need that big old one that's going to break like an old limb. But anyway, we'll take a break. We'll be back on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB with Dawn McKenzie. That's going to break like an old limb. But anyway, we'll take a break. We'll be back on the Chip Matthews Show.
1039 WYAB.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
At Flora Animal Hospital, our team doesn't just take care of your pet's needs. We feel like it starts with the pet parents. If the pet parent is informed thoroughly and understands the situation with the animal and why certain things need to be done or certain medications need to be given, it's easier to get that done. Our website is floraanimalhospital.com. It'll take you straight to the online store where your medicine can be purchased, food can be purchased, prescription or non-prescription, and they will be shipped straight to your front door. floraanimalhospital.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Jolly from the Tractor Store. LS Tractor understands your passion for the land, and just like you, LS Tractor is committed to excellence and superior products. LS Tractor comes with a long list of standard features that are unmatched by other brands and backed with the LS commitment to provide exceptional customer service and satisfaction. You get a lot more for your money with the LS Tractor. Come to the Tractor Store in Richland to experience the LS difference. The Tractor Store in Richland.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex, located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repaired? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
You can show your pride and patriotism in honor of the 250th birthday of this great nation by proudly flying a flag. And a complete flag source on I-55 in Jackson is the place to find it. All sizes for all purposes. And they have the official 250-year celebration flag. Have a look at CompleteFlags.com. That's CompleteFlags.com.
Hello, friends and neighbors. This is David Frederick. I'm here to tell you about the latest development here at Frederick Sales and Service in Brandon. In an effort to always bring you the very best brands, I am proud to announce that Frederick Sales and Service is Central Mississippi's newest dealer for Skag zero-turn mowers and products. We have deals on one of the industry's best brands of zero-turn mowers, Skag. You can buy now and pay later because 0% financing is also available at Frederick's. Come see our inventory. We're here serving you for over 3 decades in Brandon since 1993.
Doctor, the AC doctor, what's your diagnosis? My whole house was hot as a fever. Now my house frozen, cause my air conditioning's on. Doctor, my AC's broken. Doctor, the AC doctor, heal my house, bless my soul.
The AC Doctors is your one-stop provider for air conditioning and heating installation, service, and repair. Contact us for money-saving repairs and lower energy bills.
Doctor, the AC doctor, heal my house, bless my soul.
Google the AC Doctors and get some relief today. TheACDR.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show. I am Chip Matthews. She is Dawn McKenzie. And of course, today is our day. It's Tuesday, so that means we will take a 2-hour break for the Clay Edwards Show and then be back at 9 o'clock.
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will. Okay. And look, and I mean, the comments are coming in. They're great this morning. Justin Dunn says federal regulations require him to not take one of his prescription drugs at least 12 hours before he's to report for duty. How's that supposed to work when I'm on call 24/7? I guess I'll just live in pain at the behest of this Christian family-oriented company. God bless. I mean,
dang.
And what the problem there is, now look at that. Now it's federal regulations.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that although Mississippi thinks they're in control of everything they do, and of course they use Trump as the federal government's getting out of the school choice building as why we need to do what we're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the federal government, it's illegal to have pot if you're federal government. That would mean federal employees that work for the state, for the government, should be fired if they came in and failed the drug test, right?
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That would mean FBI agents, everybody that's taking the drugs needs to quit. But in the state of Mississippi, we allow them to, we're going to let the people be on drugs. They wanted, the people voted to be on drugs. We're going to let them be on the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
See there? See the can of worms, because they don't have the courage to stand up and say, okay, this is right.
And
this is wrong.
The word courage, Shad White.
He's
the man.
You know, and your situation is if everybody wanted to jump in the lake, are you going to jump into the fire? Are you going to jump into the fire? How many times you get told that when you were growing up?
Plenty.
Okay.
Don't jump off that bridge.
Don't jump off the bridge. Everybody else going to jump off the bridge. Why don't you jump off the bridge?
Mm-hmm.
They need to, I mean, and I understand the pot debate and this, that, and the other. I mean, the sin taxes that you got to have, you constantly do it. And I mean, we'll be taxing prostitution soon just because we find something else to put money into the PERS program, steady stream, fix the roads. But anyway, and then meanwhile, there's more money coming into the school program. And what are they doing? How are we going to get ours? Okay, we're going to be back at
9
o'clock right here on the Chip Matthews Show. The Clay Edwards Show is next. Say goodbye, Dawn.
Bye.
Goodbye, y'all. We'll see y'all around 9:07.